Good day. So my name is Adrian Rey Alvar, and I will report the average deviation, which is from group data. Okay, so good morning guys, and let's have a coffee and enjoy and we learn. So today I am going to tackle about what they call this, the average data from average deviation from group data. So what is group average deviation? So it is the differences, okay, of the given, or the measurement, okay, that the statistician use to locate information or to locate data from the table or in a certain situation or the population. So it's important tools of the statistician to measure, okay, all the information that located in the population. So today, in average deviation, we have two parts. We have ungrouped data and group data. So what is that ungrouped data and group data all about? So ungrouped data, this is the scores that are less than 30. Okay, we know that our table, or our problem is an ungrouped data if the number of the respondents or the number of cases is less than 30. So what if the group data? Group data, those are the respondents or the number of cases is equal to 30 or more than 30. We get? Okay? Understood? Okay. So today, let us tackle what is group data. So let us first define what is average deviation from group data. Average deviation from group data is applicable when the number of cases or the number of n is equal or more than 30, as I said earlier. In computing average deviation from group data, or in a form of frequency distribution, these are the steps are followed. So in computing average deviation, or in computing the average deviation, or in group data, there are 4 steps that we need to follow in order to get the average deviation. Okay, so what are those 4 steps? First, we have to look the arithmetic mean. Okay, second, look for the midpoint of each class limit. Third step, we need to find the differences absolutely between midpoint and the arithmetic mean. Okay, the signs are disregarded as shown in column 6. But in step 4, multiply step 3 by the frequency as shown in column 7. Step 5, look for the sum of step 4 to find the summation of number of scores minus the arithmetic mean. Step 6, compute average deviation from group data using this formula. So this is the formula, okay? This is the formula, the final formula on how to get the average deviation from group data. So first, they said that the statement says that we need to look the arithmetic mean. We need to get the arithmetic mean. What is the arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean, it is also the summation of all the scores divided by the number of cases or the number of the respondents. Okay? The summation of all the scores in the table, okay, okay, and divided into the number of the cases or the number of the respondents. So first, in order to look the arithmetic mean, we need to find the formula on how to get the arithmetic mean. Okay, so we need to find the formula. Okay, so what are the formula that we are going to use in getting the arithmetic mean? Okay, so we need to use this kind of formula. Okay, so in order to get the arithmetic mean, we need to get we need to use this formula. So let's do. So we need to get that. We need to use that formula, okay, in order to get the arithmetic arithmetic mean. So first, in step 1, look for the arithmetic mean. But we do not get all the information if we use this formula. Okay, so let us first skip this step 1. We need to first look for the midpoint of each class limit. Okay, we need to look the midpoint of each class limit, and we need also to find the differences between the midpoint and the arithmetic mean. Okay, so in order to get that, we need to skip, okay, the step 2 in order to look the arithmetic mean. Okay, so in our table, this is our table. Okay, so this is the class limits. This is the scores that get, or the students got. Okay, this is the scores that students get in their quiz or their assessment or their examination. So some students got 95 to 105, 90 to 95, and so that is the class limits. So how to get the scores? Okay, in order to get this formula, this mode of origin, okay, midpoint of origin, I mean the class interval, and the frequency deviation, and the number of cases. So in order to get the arithmetic mean that shows in step 1, okay, that states in step 1 on how to get the arithmetic mean, we need to find this, okay, this class interval, frequency deviation, and midpoint of origin or deviation. So how to get this information in order to get the formula, okay, in order to get the information that included in this formula, we need to get that data, okay, we need to get that information. So we need first to what? We need first to get the midpoint, okay, the midpoint of each class limits. Okay, did you get? So how to get the midpoint, okay, or number of scores in that class limit? We need to what? We need to add this. We need to add this 95.5 to 105. Okay, we need to add 95.5. Okay, 95.5 plus 105.5. Okay, I mean plus. Okay, so that is okay. So that is our how to get the class limits. So 95.5 plus 105 equals to 196. Okay, so 196. We need to add these two, okay, and divided by 2. Okay, so divided by 2. So what is the answer? We have 98. Okay, so we have 98. Okay, so that is how we get the class limits. We need to add these two, okay, 95.5 plus 105.5, okay, divide by 2. So the answer is what? Is 96. 98, I mean 98. Okay, so 90.5 plus 95.5 divided by 2, we have 93. Okay, so that is the what? That is how we get the midpoint or the number of scores. So 85.5 divided by 90.5, we have what? We have 88. Okay, we have 88. Remember, I add these two, this 80.5 and 85.5, and divided by 2 to get the midpoint or the number of scores of this table. Okay, so 80.5 minus 85.5, we have what? We have 83. Okay, 75.5 plus 80.5 divided by 2. we have 78. Okay, 78. So 70.5 minus 75.5, we have 73. Sorry, 70.5 plus 75.5 divided 2 equals 73. Okay, so 65.5 plus 70.5, we have 68. Okay, so 60.5 plus 65.5 divided by 2, we have 63. We have 63. 55.5 plus 60.5 divided by 2, we have 58. Sorry, 58. 50.5 plus 55.5, we have 53. And 45.5 plus 50.5 is equals to what? It's equals to 48. Right. So we are done in getting our midpoints. Okay. In order to get the mode of midpoint of region. Okay. Or so whatever deviation. So ayan. So in frequency, okay, since we don't have a table, okay, we don't have a table on the number of the students that got that answer, so we just assume, okay. So what is frequency? The frequency, it is the number of scores that students get in the test, okay. So for example, 3 of the students got 98, so that is the frequency, okay. Okay, so that is the frequency. How times that the students got that answer. Okay, so for example, 95, 4 students got 95, or 5 students got 93. Okay, so that is the frequency. How times, okay, how times that the students get that score in the how many students get that score in the test or the assessment. So let us say 98 got 3 students got 98. We have to say 5 students got 93. We have to say 4 students got 88, and 5 students got 93, and 78 we have 6 students, and also we have 9 students got 73, and also the 68 we have 6 students, and also in 63 we have 4 students. 58 we have 3 students, and 53 we have 3 students got 53, and also 48 we have 2. Okay, so that is how we get the frequency. So if we have table, much better, so that we can get the frequency, okay, the times that how many students got that scores, okay, in the table. So in here we just assume that since we don't have table, we assume this number of frequency, okay. So third, in what? In deviation, okay. So how to get the deviation, okay? How to get the deviation? There is no formula in getting the deviation, but there is a rule on how to get the deviation and how to place the deviation. The rule on how to place the deviation is the point or origin, or the zero, higher than the zero is positive. All of that is positive, but the zero, below zero, okay, down of the zero, all of that is negative. So we just set here in class limits on where are we put this deviation, okay. So I have to put this in this in this 60.5 to 65.5. So remember, okay, so remember we see to it that the zero, above zero is all what? Negative, all positive, I mean. below 0 is negative. So we have in this part, in this section, we have upward, we have to place positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So in below of 0, we have negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Remember that there is no formula on how to get the deviation. Okay, only you to place it in this table or in your class limit. So we are done in getting our what? In getting our what we call this, the number of scores or the midpoints. We have frequency, okay, and also the deviation. Okay, is that clear? Okay, let's move on frequency deviation. Okay, frequency deviation, how to get that? Okay, how to get that? So we need to multiply this frequency and the deviation in order to get the frequency deviation, because in this formula on how to get the arithmetic mean, we need this. Okay, we need this frequency deviation in order to get the arithmetic mean. Okay, are we clear? We are done in getting our model, our midpoint or origin. Okay, so we are done here. Okay, so we are getting this frequency division in this table. Okay, so that is the how to get the arithmetic mean. Okay, so in order to get the frequency division, as I said, we need to multiply all this. We need to multiply this frequency into the deviation in order to get the frequency deviation. Okay, are we clear? Okay. Okay, so in order to get the frequency division, we need to add, we need to multiply. Okay, we need to multiply. 3 times 7 equals 21. Okay, 3 times 7 equals 21. 5 times 6, we have what? 30. 4 times 5, we have 20. 5 times 4, we also have 20. 6 times 3, we have what? 18. 9 times 2, we have 18 also. Okay? So 6 times 1 equals 6. Okay. Okay. In this table, okay, 4 times 0 equals 0. Okay? 0. 3 times 1 equals negative 3. 3 times 2 equals positive and negative 6. 2 times negative 3 equals negative 6. So, in order to get the arithmetic mean, okay, in order to get the arithmetic mean, okay, in order to get the arithmetic mean, we need to find out this summation of what? The summation of frequency distribution. Okay, we need to find, okay, the summation. Okay, but if we talk about summation, all the scores, okay, we add all the scores in what? Frequency distribution. Okay, so okay, 21 plus 30 plus 20 plus 20 plus 18 plus 18 and plus 6. Okay, and also this. Okay, so we have what? Okay. Okay. So that is how we get the okay. In order to get the summation of all the frequency deviation, we need to add all, okay, add all the numbers in this frequency deviation. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so in order to get the frequency deviation, we need to add all the what? We need to add all the scores in frequency division to get the what? To get the summation that we get in getting the arithmetic mean. Okay, so we need to find this, the summation of frequency division. We are done in this what modal, which is this 63. Okay, the origin. Okay, the origin of scores. We have 63. Okay, we are done this. This is 63. Okay, so that is 63. So we are done getting that MO. So second, we need to find out the summation of frequency division. So in order to get that, we need to add all this. Okay, so we have to add all these scores. We have 133. I mean 133 plus 6 plus negative 6 plus negative 6 equals to negative what? Negative 12. Okay, negative 12 plus negative 3. We have negative 15. Okay, negative 15. 133 plus negative 15. We have 118. Okay, we have 118. Okay, we have 118. So okay, 118. So that is a total of frequency division in order to get the arithmetic mean. Okay, so let's start. Let's start solve this arithmetic mean. Okay, substitute. Okay, what is this? Okay, midpoint. We have midpoint of origin. We have 0. Okay, we find this 63. Okay, 63. Remember that the midpoint 0 will give to the number of scores of the midpoint. So 63, okay, plus class interval. Okay, the class interval. How to get the class interval? 55.5, 56.5, 57.5, 58, 59.5, and 100.5. So there are 5 points. Okay, there are 5 in class interval. So that is how to get the class interval. So 5 class interval. So the summation of frequency division, we have to what? We have 118. Okay, we have 118. Okay. We have 118. Okay, divided by the number of the respondents. We have how many respondents are we in this table? We have 50 respondents. Okay, we have 50 respondents. So that is how we get the arithmetic mean. Okay, so simplify. We have what? We have 63 plus 5. Okay, 63 plus 5. I mean 63 plus 5 times 118, we have 590. Okay, 590 divide by 50. Okay, so 63 plus 590 divide by 50. So another 63. Okay, 63 plus 590 to divide by 50. We have 11.3. 11.8. Okay? Okay. This is the final. 63 plus 11.8, we have what? We have 74.8. Okay. So that's how we get the arithmetic mean. We are done in step 1. Okay? Step 2, look for the midpoint of each class limit. So we are done in looking the midpoint of each class limit. What we do? Right? What we did in this, and how to get the midpoint of each class limit? We add this. What? We add this number of scores. We identify number of respondents. Class limits. 95.5 plus 100.5 divided by 2. Okay? So that we are done in getting the scores. 98. Third, we have to find the difference between the midpoint and the arithmetic mean. Okay? How to get that? Find the difference between the midpoint and the arithmetic mean. Signs are disregarded in column 6. Okay? In this column, how to get that? Okay? Find the difference. If we talk about finding the difference, what is all about? That is what? Subtraction. Okay? We need to add the what? The number of what? The number of scores. Okay? The number of midpoint. Okay? The number of midpoint, the number of scores divide minus the what? Minus the arithmetic mean, which is what? Which is 74.8. Okay? So this is how we get the arithmetic mean. We have 74.8. Take note. Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean we have 74.8. Okay, so that is our arithmetic mean. In statement 3, in step number 3, we need to find the difference absolutely between the midpoint and the arithmetic mean. So where is the midpoint? This, the number of scores or the midpoint, minus the what? The arithmetic mean. So 98 divided by 98 minus 74.8. Okay. Okay. In statement 3, okay, we need to find the difference. We need to subtract 98 minus 74.8. We have what? We have 23.2. Okay. Second, we have 93 number of scores minus the arithmetic mean. We have 18.2. Okay. 88 minus 74.8, which is the arithmetic mean, we have 13.2. Did you get how to get the scores minus the arithmetic mean in step number 3? So we have to subtract this number of scores into the arithmetic mean. So 83 minus 74.8, we have what? We have 8.2. Okay. So 78 minus 74.8, we have what? We have 3.2. Okay. 73 minus 74.8, we have 1.8. Okay. 68 minus 74.8, which is arithmetic mean, we are here in 6. Okay. 68 minus 74.3. 74.8, we have 6.8. Okay. 63 divided by minus 74.8, we have 11.3. 58 divided by the arithmetic mean 74.8, we have what? We have 16.8. 53 minus 74.8, which is the arithmetic mean, we have 21.8. 48 minus 74.8. Okay, we have 26.8. Okay, so that is the how this is how we get the step 3. Okay, the subtraction of the number of scores or the midpoints minus the arithmetic mean. Okay, so we are done in getting our number of midpoints. Okay, the number of scores minus the arithmetic mean. Okay, so let's move on to step number 4. How to get this step number 4? Multiply the step 3. So what is the step 3? This. Okay, the midpoint minus the arithmetic mean. Multiply. So multiply by the frequency. Okay, by the frequency. What is the frequency? Yes, in order to get this. Okay, in order to get this table. Okay, yes. So frequency multiply in this column. Okay, this number of scores or the midpoints or scores minus the arithmetic mean. So multiply 3 times 23. We have what? We have 69.6. Okay, don't forget. Okay, I repeat. We need in statement number 4, we need to multiply the frequency and the number of midpoints or the scores minus the arithmetic mean. So we need to multiply 5 times 18.2. We have 91.0. Okay. 4 times 13.2. Okay. Frequency 4 times 13.2. We have 52.8. Okay. And number 4. Okay. 5 also. I mean number 5. Okay. Then 4 times 8.2, we have 41.0. Okay. In 3, okay. In 6, we have 6 times 3.2. Okay. We have 19.2. 9 times 1.8, we have what? 9 times 1.8, we have 16.2. 6 times 6.8, we have what? We have 40.8. So 4, okay, frequency no, 4 times 11.8. We have what? We have 47.2. So frequency number 3 times 16.8. We have 50.4. 3 times 21.8. We have 65.4. 2 times 26.8. We have what? We have 53.6. Okay, so that is how we get the final column, which is the frequency. Okay, the frequency and the number, the midpoints minus the arithmetic mean. So that is how we multiply this frequency and the number of midpoints minus the arithmetic mean. So, yan. We are done in step 4. Okay. Step number 5. Look for the sum of step number 4 to find the summation of x minus the arithmetic mean, number of scores. So we need to add all the numbers. Okay, so we have 547. 547.2. Okay, I add this, all the numbers, okay, in this column. So I got the 547.2. Are we clear? Okay. So how do I get this 547? I add all these numbers. Okay. So lastly, we have step 6. Compute the average deviation. Okay. Compute the average deviation from group data using formula. Okay. So we are done in arithmetic mean. Okay. Okay, in step number 6, I repeat that we need to compute the average deviation from group data using formula. So this is the last. Okay, this is the last formula that we are going to use. Okay, in order to get the average deviation. So the formula that we are going to use is this. This is the last formula. Okay, AD, average deviation, is equals to summation of frequency. Okay, number of scores or midpoints minus the arithmetic mean divided by n. So that is the formula that we are going to use in order to solve the average deviation. Okay, in our table we are done. Okay, we are done looking. We are done solving all the problem. Okay, so yun. Okay, so the last we have to compute. Finally, we have to compute the average deviation from group data. So this is the formula that we are going to use in solving the average deviation from group data. So this is the formula. So let's substitute. Okay, average deviation, okay, is equals to summation of fx. Okay, the summation of fx in this step number 5. Summation of the summation of frequency. Okay, in number of scores or the midpoints minus the arithmetic mean. So we have this 547. Okay, 547. The summation of frequency minus the scores minus the what you call this, the arithmetic mean. So 547.2. 547.2 divided by the number of the students or the respondents. We have number of respondents. We have 50 respondents. We have 50 respondents. Okay. So we distribute, okay, the summation of frequency, okay. The summation of frequency, this is the summation of frequency 547.2 divided by 50. Okay, so the answer, final answer, the final answer of average deviation, we have what? We have 10.94. Okay, so this is the final. Okay, which is the final answer. Okay, the average deviation of group data from this 50 respondents or 50 students that take that examination. So that is how we get the average deviation from group data. Okay, so some are complex in this situation. Okay, let us review. This is the class limits. Okay, let us review number of scores or the midpoints. So how we get the midpoints? We add this 95.5 in the class limits into the 100.5, divide by 2 to get the number of scores or the midpoints. So the frequency, what is the frequency? Those the times that students got in this in the assessment. So for example, 4 students got 95, 98, 3 students got 98. So that is the frequency. And deviation, there is no formula in getting the deviation. You can only place here. Okay, but you need to situate that the higher than 0 is positive and lower than 0 is negative. So frequency deviation, how to get the frequency deviation? We have to multiply this frequency into the deviation. 3 times 7 equals 21. Okay, 5 times 6 equals 30. So that is how we get the frequency deviation. In this, the summation of all the score, the number of midpoint or the number of scores minus the arithmetic mean. So we are done getting the arithmetic mean in step number 1. Okay, 118. 118 minus 98, we have 23.2. 118 minus 93, we have 18.2. So that is how we get this. Okay. So frequency, the number of scores minus the arithmetic mean. Okay. In step number 4. Okay. Step number 4, we need to add the frequency. We need to multiply, we need to multiply the frequency in this number of scores or the midpoint minus the arithmetic mean. So frequency, 3 times 23.2, we have 69.6. 5 times 18.2, we have 91.0. 4 times 13.2, we have 52.8. So gets. So lastly, we have to add all these scores, okay, or these numbers to get this 547.2. Are we clear? Okay. So are we clear? 547.2. So that is how we get the data here. Okay. So let's substitute the summation of all the frequency. So this is the summation of all the frequency because I add all these scores. So this is the summation of the frequency, the number of scores minus the arithmetic mean. So this is the formula that we are going to use in solving the final average deviation. So average deviation is equals to summation of frequency, the number of scores or the midpoints minus the arithmetic mean divided by the number of the students or the number of cases or the respondents. So I substitute. So the 547, so I get this in the summation of all the frequency divided by the 50. What is this? 50. Number of the students or the number of the respondents or cases. So the answer is this 10.94. So that's all. Thank you. I hope that you learn in this kind of lesson. Okay, so thank you for all the participation. Okay, so God bless and be